I regret every decision that led me here. I, 22F, literally hate the choices that I've made that led me here. It all started with my now husband, 23M, and I's relationship in which we had a pregnancy scare. We had not been together long at all, maybe less than 1 mo. When we found out the scare was just that, we were slightly disappointed, which led us to make the radical decision of not using contraception in hopes there would be a baby one day. Looking back, I feel I made that choice manically. I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship months prior. I think I was lonely, depressed and desperate for something. I truly wish I had stayed alone and never gotten into any relationship, hookups, etc. I desperately needed to just be. We started dating in the summer, engaged by Christmas, married by spring. I know, full of great choices. I should have never married him. He was drunk off his bottom before I even arrived at the venue and passed out during the reception. We were still trying for a baby, by trying still not using contraception, and were both saddened by every negative test. I was dealing with severe anxiety at the time, so bad I had to leave work on occasion. It almost cost me my job, and in those events my husband suggested I should stay home because my job might have become too stressful, first responder. Wildly, I think something deeper was the root of this anxiety. I can sit here and say my body may have been rejecting my new life, but that's neither here nor there. Fast forward to October, we discover I am in fact pregnant. I am back at the job I left due to anxiety, new home, life was really looking up. I thought all the pieces were falling into place. I was overjoyed that I was pregnant. Excited to finally have something interesting about me. I had a decent pregnancy. Minimal symptoms, people swooning over baby to come. Husband and I were still doing fairly well, however our intimacy suffered my entire pregnancy. It is now June and I am going into labor. I am 4 weeks early. We arrive at the hospital and I'm terrified. I hate medical settings, especially when I'm the patient, and I felt helpless. I was in labor for 12-ish hours and my husband probably slept 10 of those hours. I pushed for 1. That shattered me. To be in tremendous pain and him sleeping soundly instead of offering some comfort just by being present. I am drained as any newly PP mother would be. He continued to sleep our entire hospital stay. He was hardly ever present for any of the recovery period, and I took care of everything. Even with people coming in and out of the room, nurses, lactation, pediatrician, he slept. I will give him credit, he allowed me to sleep for 2 hours and he took care of everything during that time, but we were there for 72 hours. My L&D experience was truly the loneliest I had ever felt, surrounded by others. I quit my job shortly after her arrival to be a SOM. My daughter is now 3 mo and I truly do love her. My husband works third shift, so he is gone all night and sleeps until 2 p.m. every day. I truly am alone all over again during both day and night. My baby is BF, which I love being able to do for her. It gives me some purpose. I just hate the way my life is now. I wish I never decided to have a child. I don't regret her as a person, I just regret being responsible for her. I understand it makes no sense. But all I ever think about is I am 22 years old and my life is essentially over. I feel like I died, but I am still alive. I have dreams bigger than my husband will ever allow that I only discovered recently. I want to live in the city and have a career. My husband will never live in the city and he wants our child to be homeschooled and have her mom all the time. Yes, I do also want those things for my child, but I also want to think about myself. I miss being all about me. I miss my job, slow mornings, boring days, sleeping in, silence, loneliness. I miss things I never allowed myself to have only because I know I will never have them. I want to be more than mom, but I know I will never have that. I know I'm only 3 m in, but I still have a lifetime to go. I always hear it gets better, just wait. But that is the most unrealistic statement I've ever heard. How can things possibly become better when I can't even get 5 minutes to myself to process emotions? My husband still loves me, he still tries to pursue me, but I am far from interested. I have fallen out of love with him. I still enjoy his company most of the time and he enjoys spending time with his daughter, even though he doesn't do that much with his work-life balance. I can't shake the thought though that I am only 22 years old and this is the life I gave myself. I am so disappointed in me. Why on earth did I ever do this? I could be so much more. I fantasize every single day of living in the city, in my apartment all alone, enjoying my life and its calm chaos. I want my life back, but there's no turning back. My youth is dead.